Hey, good evening. So we're going to cover a couple things tonight, but the first thing is everybody talks about how dingy my light looks. So what I've got is I actually have some replacement bulbs. I have some LEDs. We picked up a 4-pack of these, I think, for less than $20 from Costco. So take a look at the lighting, and I'm going to go ahead and change these out, and we'll see what it looks like. I kind of really think it made a difference. So swapped out these CFLs. First of all, these are dangerous because I believe there is mercury in these. So if you break one, which I'm sure everybody's kids have broken one of those, they're dangerous to clean up. You got, but these LEDs, I mean, they're inexpensive, and they're rated to last, let's see, 25,000 hours. You got 4 of them, and uses 9.5 watts, and it's a 60-watt replacement. But I think from the light that's being put out, it's better than that. So let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Did this improve the lighting? I'm hoping that it did. That was one of the big complaints. So the next thing I want to talk about is Spectre Crypt. And wow, guys, the response has been overwhelming. So I will let you know that if you've signed up for that beta, that I'm going to be sending emails out for that next week. We're going to let it run this week, and more information will be emailed. If you're outside of the U.S. at this time, I'm sorry. We're still looking into this. There's a lot of laws when it comes to encryption, and we just have to make sure that we're doing the right thing. So give us time. We're not saying no. We're just saying we got to figure it out. So, but for those of you that are in the U.S., you will definitely get an email sooner. But like I said, we hope to be able to get this to everybody. We just have to figure out all the laws because we don't need anybody getting in trouble. So I did something today that I've been wanting to do for a while. Had a USG. It's out of warranty. It is not this USG. This USG is still in warranty and is in really great shape. But what I want to show you, this first picture here, when you take the feed off the bottom right here, the screws are hiding underneath. So you take 4 screws out, and then you can see these are obviously receptacles where the screws come from the bottom to the front. And then this guy is the back side of this. So there's one teeny tiny little LED that shoots through there and lights that whole thing up. So the one thing that we were wondering was, if you open this up, since the specs are pretty much the same as the Edge Router Lite, where we're going to find the compact flash card. And the answer to that is yes. There is the exact, well, I don't know if it's the exact same, but that is a USB receptacle, USB plug with USB flash drive plugged into it. If I said compact flash, I apologize for that. But it is a USB flash drive. There's another shot of it. So you can see that the board, the board is more of a square than it is a rectangle like it is in the Edge Router Lite. But there's that same flash drive. Something else I had the chance to take out of the box today is the Ubiquiti G3 dome cameras. And I've heard a lot of negatives and positives for this camera. I got to tell you, I was expecting this thing to be, huge. I mean, I looked at the data sheets and everything, but just the way the marketing materials show it, I thought this thing's going to be, huge, enormous, and it really wasn't. Here's, a side-by-side comparison with one of the bullet cams, and there I am holding it in my hand. So it's probably smaller, than the M5 radio. So I'm going to be deploying that. We'll give you some thoughts and stuff on that a little later. So the one quick thing that I want to talk about tonight is port mirroring. And we're going to do it here on the lab switch. And what port mirroring does is it takes all the traffic from one port and replicates it on another. It's very useful for troubleshooting, logging, things like that. And if you're not familiar with Wireshark, you can cruise on over to wireshark.org, and you can download Wireshark for free. And Wireshark is the most popular protocol analyzer out there, as far as I know. I mean, there are some other ones, Let's see. It says it's the world's foremost and widely used. There are some other ones for Linux. But what we're going to do is I've got my edge switch hooked to this SFP port, which, by the way, I've got more SFP videos coming. But what we're going to do is we're going to mirror. I'm plugged into port 5, and we're going to mirror all the traffic from here over to here. So how do we do that? We're going to click on port 5, and we're going to edit it, and we're going to go to mirroring. Or we're going to go to the configuration advanced options. We're going to select mirroring, and then it wants to know mirroring port, and the mirroring will forward both inbound and outbound traffic on the mirroring port to port 5. So anything that's on port 10 we want to come to port 5 as well. So you can see that the icon changed. We got the little eye here, so now it's mirroring. So what we're going to do is we're going to open Wireshark. And we'll start the capture. See if our switch is reprovisioned yet. Still provisioning. So Wireshark is very powerful, and if you learn how to write filters and know what you're looking for, you can troubleshoot a lot of network problems using this tool. So we can see source IP, destination IP, so 66.38 is talking to 66.10 over TCP, and this is a little bit more information about what's going on. You can open up the frames, you can open up the IP, take a look at what's going on. I'm not going to get real in-depth into this. Their entire course is built around Wireshark. The best thing you can do is go out, download it, and play with it. Do a lot of reading, watch other YouTube videos. I might do some more just on some basic things. But you can just get an idea of what's going on your network very quickly if you know how to mirror ports, what you need to mirror, and things like that. So that's just a little bit about the port mirroring, and our provisioning should be. So we'll look. Okay, so here's somebody sending out spanning tree. So it's STP. This is TCP. Somebody's doing an ARP broadcast who has 66.10, tell 66.38. And that's how we fill our ARP tables and MAC address tables. So you've got somebody on 66.105 is reaching out to 239.255.255.250. Protocol is SSDP. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like TiVo Connect is its own protocol. That's pretty nifty, right? So we can see that. So, the best thing to do is download Wireshark, lab this up. So here you can see some more ARP from Ubiquity to a Ubiquity. Who has 66.1, tell 66.126. So this is requesting, who has 66.1, which is an edge router, tell 66.126, which is an edge switch. So do yourself a favor, play with the port mirroring a little bit, go out and get Wireshark. I'm going to go ahead and stop this guy. A couple other things that I want to talk about real quick. Do you want to see a live stream, like a lunch and learn type thing? More than open to that, like maybe November 23rd. So put it in the comments if you want to see a live stream. I am going to do more SFP videos, and I'm going to have some giveaways. I have a company who is sending me I have a company who is sending me some fiber patch cables, everything I need for the lab, and they're sending me some Cat6 cables, and we're going to give those away. RF Elements video, the horn video, that's going to be coming next week, just working out the details on that. I did get to get some new tools. So this is a coax crimper. I did not get the compression tool. Hindsight is always 20/20. Should have got the compression tool. But my dog is in the construction business and decided to dig up and chew our cable line. So I did get some of these crimp connectors for the RG6, and first time that I've ever had to crimp coax. Usually it's inside, where I can do the twist-on connectors. But I thought you'd find that's pretty cool. So if you like the video today, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment. So one more quick thing. I appreciate all the phone calls and emails that I get. If you are reaching out to me for help, please email me at willie@howx5.com. That's WILLIE at HOWEX, the number 5.com. That is the fastest way to get to me. It is sometimes difficult for me to return phone calls, and if you send me an email, it won't get lost in the shuffle.